Rockets Media Day, Rockets Training Camp. Alperen Sengun is expected to resign with the Rockets. We are so back, baby. Let's talk about it. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Summit State of Mind, presented to you by the Apollo Podcast Network and powered by Big City Wings. In this episode, we're going to discuss Rockets Media Day. We're also going to discuss Rockets Training Camp. We're also going to discuss the possibility of Alperen Sengun re-signing with the Houston Rockets. And of course, we can't end any episode without a game or two. Got to do it one time. And of course, I can't do any episode in studio without my brother, my co-host, the GM, with the finger pointing, with the gun pointing, with the three-point Carmelo Anthony pointing, the GM, Justin. How we doing?
Man, we're okay. I mean, I know that the city of Houston's a little down because the Houston Astros were swept out of the playoffs.
Recorded this on Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday, the October 3rd.
October 3rd.
Astros officially eliminated yesterday.
They haven't won a playoff game at home in God knows how long, but I just got one thing for you. Get ready to learn basketball, buddy, because it's Rockets season. Woo!
Woo! Get ready to learn Rockets. Hang on. Get ready to learn Rockets basketball, Houston Dynamo. Get ready to learn wrestling. Get ready to learn, if you're a college football fan, college football. If you're a pickleball fan, there's also ping pong. There's many different sports.
There's Premier League.
There's kickball.
Yeah, I know.
There's boxing, UFC.
We got the
But mainly the big three. Mainly Rockets, soccer, Houston Dynamo, and wrestling. But mainly for this show, for all intents and purposes on this show, Houston Rockets.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Houston Rockets are officially back, GM. Let's get into it right now. Let's not waste any time. Rockets Media Day took place last Monday, September 30th.
Yes,
September 30th. Yeah. Wow. So basically, it was a great day with Media Day, and then the day after was training camp.
Yep.
So they've been going. We're recording this, like I said, on Thursday, October 3rd, and they've been going nonstop. Shout outs to the Houston Rockets social media team. Hannah Peary killing the game.
Hannah.
Shouts to Hannah, one time friend of ours, absolutely killing it with the content. Absolutely killing it in terms of producing the content, getting it out in terms of training camp, in terms of the media
day.
Just
behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, just the behind the scenes stuff. Like, they've been on top of it this year.
Yeah, you see behind the scenes media day. We've been seeing clips from training camp. There was like a beautiful 40-second clip of Reed Shepherd hitting a bucket, getting a steal, getting another bucket, Jalen Green going in on Dylan Brooks. Like, it had everything that I could have ever wanted in a small 40-second clip. And let me tell you, I was excited.
Dude,
excited.
They're killing the short form content.
Absolutely.
The short form content's getting killed right now.
They know exactly what they're putting out, and they're making the right decisions.
I gotta do it one time. I gotta say it. The social media team for the Houston Rockets gets a big old yeet one time for them. Look, let's get into it right now. Rockets Media Day. Let's start with the first topic, obviously. Rockets Media Day did take place on Monday. Lots of, I was gonna say lots of hype surrounding it. The core has remained the same. I think the excitement was more towards Reed Shepherd, finally seeing him in a Rockets, like an official Rockets uniform, along with the players and getting the coaches together. Steven Adams, obviously, in a Rockets uniform. Oddly enough, Jim, before we just go straight into it, I went into this media day in particular not especially hyped. And I feel like the temperature in the room for all Rockets fans, they weren't like, oh my gosh, it's media day. Like, it didn't seem like a resounding excitement that Rockets media, and I don't know if it's coupled with the fact that the Astros were going to be playing that Tuesday, the day after, riding high on the Texans win from the night before. I don't know if that played a part in it, but for some reason the temperature in the room wasn't as hot as it normally is around Rockets media day. I feel like the Twitter accounts weren't as loud or wasn't as talkative about it. The main accounts obviously did their thing, but other than that, I felt like there wasn't a lot of talk in regards to Rockets Media Day, which I found weird.
Yeah.
Did you get that feeling as well?
I felt a little bit of that as well. I mean, it might be because of who I follow, how my timeline goes. But, obviously everyone was super focused on the Astros Monday going into Tuesday.
Fair.
But I will say this. It seemed like more of a calm excitement. You could tell that people were talking about, a lot of the media members were making sure to get all of their quips out on social media. But for fans, I feel like maybe it's more of a calm excitement. They already know what to expect when they see these guys in uniform. People made a lot of comments on what they saw. Amen Thompson, my man, gained weight in terms of strength. looks really good.
Looks like an NBA player.
And then
Looks
literally
really
the talk
good.
of media day was Reed Shepherd's mustache, coming from a fellow Stash brother. I see you, dude. And you know what? You were killing the game, but I'll say that
okay.
I don't know if you can compete.
I was like, Hey, shout out to the people with no mustaches. Jabari Smith,
Shout out.
the Stashless Wonders. Shouts to baby faces everywhere. Shout outs to the people out there rocking the baby face one time.
Yeah.
Who else has a baby face? Jabari Smith, Jalen Green currently rocking one. Does Sengun have a mustache? I feel like he's got facial hair.
He's got like 5 o'clock shadow.
He's got a 5
like
o'clock
that.
shadow.
Yeah, something like
Amen
that.
Thompson's got a baby face.
Yeah, Ben Thompson was also also very young. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Killing
the team is relatively young. I think that the quiet excitement is also collaborating with expectations. The fans are more so feeling on the lines like playoffs or bust. They're
Right.
excited about media day, but it's just not the same because they're more excited about the play. Where before they were excited to see our players because after media day it was all going downhill from there.
I feel like it might have been almost like, maybe not even excitement, but maybe like a quiet confidence.
Yes,
amongst the
I
fan
agree.
base because they're
I
kind of
definitely agree.
the expectation, obviously. Okay, so let's get into it right now. Just a quick, a couple of polls right now from an article brought to us by Space City Scoop. Shout outs to Space City Scoop, our former company that
shout
that
out
sponsored
Space City Scoop.
and headed over us on Summit State of Mind. And this quote was brought to us by James Piercy.
Oh, shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
James
friend of the
Piercy.
show. It's all going around. It's all coming back around.
There you go.
It's all coming back around. So just to quote the beginning of his article, he said, finally, the 2024-2025 season is around the corner. Houston Rockets fans have had a void in their life. Sure, every fan base around the league has missed their squad. Something about this Rockets season just feels monumental. So going a little bit based on what we've been already saying. So expectations are high.
Yep.
At media day, the team didn't shy from those expectations. For the Rockets, the 2024-2025 season is playoffs or bust. Rockets are unified in their postseason goals. It was hard to talk to a player or member of the organization on media day without hearing about the postseason. And then he proceeds to bring out some of the quotes amongst the players. I will not say these quotes out loud because it's all going to come back around later, and I need that for one of the other topics moving. So I will not just say I will not say these quotes, but
That's fine.
James Piercy goes on and says, it's nice to see the team on the same page. Skeptics will point to the nature of media day. This is a time for teams to grandstand. That's true, but there's a tangible feeling around the Rockets this year. They expect to make the playoffs next season. So it seems like, based on everything, obviously, because we got to watch the media day happen in real time amongst the players, obviously, but getting to see the team unified in their goals, it wasn't like last year, any years before, it's like, oh, we're just looking to get better. Oh,
Yeah.
we're just looking at player improvement.
Yep.
The unified goal, and I love that term, is James Piercy saying, basically, for the resounding sound for the Rockets is, let's get to the freaking playoffs.
Yep.
Let's get beyond that. You know what I mean? Let's finally get there. Let's taste playoff basketball, and let's see who's a playoff performer. We're going to find this
Yep.
out in real time. GM, so friend of the show, James Piercy, dropped that article one time on Space City Scoop. Thoughts on that?
I think that he pretty much said it all. Everything that we're feeling as fans. Expectations are very high. I mean, we spoke about it on the previous episode. Our expectations for our season record. I said 51-31. People will quote me on that. Go for it. It's all good. But with all that being said, the expectations are high, and it's true. And that's why we said that the excitement levels weren't as high because of a quiet confidence. And the players, the way they presented themselves throughout media day, very confident. Jalen Green, very relaxed. Alp was super relaxed. You know, Steven
Right.
Adams giving the best answers he could, very, not comical, but candid is the right word. But, you know, like with the players, it's kind of wild. And, you know, even Ime Udoka, expectations, Raphael Stone avoiding questions on extensions, which we'll probably dive into later. But overall, James Piercy, my man, always bringing it. And always giving us the most news we can possibly intake.
Yeah, I love it. I love the fact that Jalen, Fred, Alp, Jabari, Amen, I said Fred. Did I say Fred?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah. Fred, Dillon, all these players basically all said playoffs, including the coach, coach and Raphael Stone. So there is this resounding mission statement amongst this team of like, no, like we're not settling this year. We want the playoffs.
Yep.
And I love that mindset. And they have the schedule to take advantage of it at the beginning of the season. This is, like I said from the beginning, this is the make or break time for the Rockets and this young core. This is year 4 of Jalen and Sengun. So all in all, from the time that they started investing in these picks, from the 4th year of these guys, obviously the players are getting younger. From the players that are younger, but it's been a 4-year rebuild.
Yep.
So from that time, from the time that James Harden left. So bottom line is that this is the put up or shut up time. I love these quotes, and I love the fact that these players are all saying, the whole organization saying, no, this is it. We're going to put our foot down. We're going to make the playoffs, and we're going to make sure that we put our stamp in it, and everyone knows who we are, that the Rockets organization, the Rockets team is officially back after a 41-41 season.
Yeah.
GM, you did talk about this with me off air right now. You talked about me about the MVP of the media day. You love, and shout outs one time to center New Zealand legend Steven Adams killing the game. If there are any New Zealand fans that want to hop on our show, welcome. We should do like a Steven Adams topic one time.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should. We should definitely talk about Steven Adams, man. I mean, shout out to Whitaker's Chocolates, like probably the greatest chocolates I've ever had from New Zealand.
Whitaker's Chocolates. Oh man, there's there's a ton of stuff. Country Road, the brand. There's a lot of good stuff.
Fish and chips at a random corner store.
Lemon and Pyroa.
Oh,
L&P?
yes. L&P, yeah.
The more natural version of Sprite. Eat your heart out.
Delightful soda, right?
Eat your heart out, Sierra Mist.
Absolutely.
Not even existent anymore. It's not called Sierra Mist anymore. I just realized.
Like Steven Adams.
I forgot what it's called. It's not called Sierra Mist anymore. I just realized. I realized that in real time. I was like,
I should probably know, but I don't remember.
It's called.
I don't remember.
Chat. If you guys can drop it one time and just let me know.
I don't know
after
what the new Sierra Mist is.
It's not.
Gosh, it's a Pepsi brand.
Meldew?
No.
I'll figure it out. Go on. I'm sorry. Go on, Steven Adams.
But man, I mean, Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
I didn't know I had
Crown Prince Steven Adams.
Crown Prince Steven Adams. Yeah. Shout out to Sega Game Gear. Should we just bust out in Bob Moran right now? Bob.
No, I will not sing it. Not now. We'll sing it after the show.
But Steven Adams, he looked great. I'm so excited to have him as our backup center. I mean, I think he's the perfect foil in practice to Sengun to help test his mettle and just to help him build his strength and to help him be a better player overall. When you're playing against someone like Steven Adams, who's pretty much been one of the top defenders as a center in the league. He rebounds, sets screens. He does all the little things to help everyone else be better. And I'm just so excited. And the fact that he was even, he was commenting on the city. Shout out to Memorial Park. He said he loves Memorial Park. He said he hasn't had a chance to explore the city of Houston very much. So we can definitely give you some recs, Steven Adams. We got you. But
just come to the studio.
Yeah, man.
Come to the show.
Come hang out with us.
I'll DM him. I'll DM him. I'll just throw it out there. I'll be like, hey mate, and all of a sudden we get blocked after the hey mate. That's it.
Said the wrong word.
No,
bro.
I agree 100%. Steven Adams is a godsend, and not just off the court. And the great thing is he essentially does replace Boban. It seems like he replaces him in terms of leadership in the locker room, but he is a contributing talent.
Yes,
and he is arguably the best the best screener in basketball, and could be top 5 in defensive centers. In the NBA. So the fact that you replace Boban with Steven Adams, with that personality, that type of attitude, that type of grit, and he's playing behind Sengun. Come on, you're talking about 2 completely different play styles. Coming in for each other.
The one thing that I'm going to imagine that will increase for this team this year, especially when Steven Adams is on the court, is the percentage of offensive rebounds that this team gets, because he's always in the tops in terms of percentages, especially when it pertained to John Morant, Russell Westbrook. He was the guy that was always hanging around the rim. So you're going to see guys like Jalen Green drive to the rim a bit more and be a bit more aggressive while Steven Adams is on the floor, because at least you have someone there that can rebound your miss. And he'll be there to protect you. So, I mean, it's a huge deal. We're going to get extra possessions because of this man. Players will get feet of breathing room because of his screens. Like,
Imagine
we're
all
going to
the
get so many more open shots.
imagine
this year.
all the mid-range shots that Jabari's going to get, that Jalen's going to get, that Reed Shepherd
Fred
is
Van
all
Vliet.
that all these players can get. And like the mid-range is literally Reed Shepherd's like bread and butter. And
Yep.
he can get like 15 points off a mid-range shot, mid-range Jays alone. And the
Yeah.
fact that he has a guy like Steven Adams, absolutely big time. Jim, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic right now. Let's talk about it. Rockets training camp. Man, getting to see these guys in the new facility for one.
God, the new facility looks
It's so
nice.
beautiful,
it looks
dude.
So
it's
good.
insane.
These guys must feel so good about like
Right.
being in that setting now.
I'd like to one day visit it at some point. Invite us.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. But getting to see these guys in that setting, getting to put on the practice jerseys and them going hard. In past years that I've seen footage, and I've seen lots of footage. Yeah, ever since Ron Artest came to the Rockets, we were all big fans of, the training camp footage is out. Oh
Yep.
my gosh, 5-on-5. Ron Artest versus Tracy McGrady. This is big time stuff.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep.
And getting to see it in real time now, this seems to be the most competitive, most talkative, most confident team that we've had in going into training camp. In the training camp, based on the training camp footage alone, here I am doing the Zapruder film, just trying to solve everything in real time.
Yeah.
But it looks to be like this may be the best team since the Harden era had ended, easily by far.
Yeah.
And based on the training camp footage, we're tending to see it fall in that direction, that this may just be a playoff team. GM, what's been your thoughts of the footage that has come out on training camp, quotes, stuff of that nature?
I mean, they've showed limited footage. Obviously, they can't give us everything, but based on what I've seen, I'll say one thing that people are probably sick of me saying is that Jalen looked really good in the clips. I mean,
Did he?
in all the clips? Yeah. I mean, Reed Shepherd. I talked about earlier with the midi, the steal, and the layup. Like, doing it all in literally like 20 seconds shows a lot. And it was on Aaron Holiday. That's the guy that he's trying to target to gain his minutes to get on the floor. I think it was a really good possession based on what I saw. I mean, everyone looks good. I mean, there was a clip
They
of
look
what
really
like
good.
Tari getting to the bucket too.
Yeah.
And that it's just
Jabari working on post defense.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's-
Steven Adams training him. Oh,
Yeah,
come
man.
on. Oh,
I
you
mean-
know what? Oh,
I'm just happy to see Tari on the court.
Oh, it's
you
gonna
know,
be
like,
so good.
This season's
it's going to be so
cinema.
fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
No, it's like people are doubting, and I've seen it a lot on the timeline. A lot of people are doubting this Rockets team, and I'm telling you, you can underestimate them now, but mid-season you're probably going to want to hop on the wagon.
But I'm
gonna be
saying like
honest.
this, like, how do you possibly underestimate them
'Cause they
based
don't
on
fo-
seasons
they-
past? Well, no, like based on seasons past.
everything's based on.
We've
seasons
been
past.
so bad, so it's like,
Yep.
this isn't that. It's not that. It's not a matter of underestimating them. It's not like Texans where we're expecting them to make the AFC Championship. It's like we're not expecting this team to make the Western Conference Finals. It's literally 2012, 2013 when you acquired James Harden of like, oh, okay, cool, he's sixth man of the year. Can he make the leap? Is
Yep.
Jeremy Lin an actual piece? Can Omer Ashik, is the poison pill contract worth it? Is Chandler Parsons can be better than he was last year? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there was no pressure in that year. Like, that's similar to how I feel. There is pressure because this is the last year, in my opinion, of the full core before they have to start making some decisions.
Yeah.
But really, like,
I'm gonna say
know,
this. Actually,
you can't underestimate this team.
I think. Well, you said there's no pressure, right? I
No.
disagree.
I didn't say that there was no pressure. I said that to underestimate a team that's been sucking the last 3 years.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that a lot of people just aren't as focused on the team. Granted, I understand why. I mean, people like us are not built the same as other people. We are followers of of one of the worst teams in the league the last few years. So, a lot of people have fallen off because I'm not going to say that everyone's a casual fan, but there are a lot of casual fans that can't get excited for this team until they see something. That's just how it is. The city of Houston, that's just unfortunately how it is. So, I mean, I'm excited because I'm hopeful that this team will be good enough to garner that attention again. And we're going to have some excitement because the Texans are looking pretty damn good. And then if the Rockets look pretty damn good, then that's two sports that, unfortunately the Astros had to be sacrificed for other teams to find success. And maybe the Dynamo will win something this year.
Maybe. There's a possibility. So, obviously the training camp footage is great. It's one thing. But the real games will start preseason game 1 starts Monday, October 7th.
Oof.
So it's literally just right around the corner.
I'm
so
ready, man. I'm ready I'm ready for preseason.
Yeah, I know. This is like this is the most excited I've been about a Rocket season in a minute. So I'm just excited to see what happens. Obviously, the training camp footage will continue to come out in real time. It's such an exciting time to be a Rockets fan. If you're with us, if you've been with us, not even just on Summit and on our show, but being Rockets fans, like shout outs to y'all. Like we're not like, well, the fandom's been strong still to a degree. So like, we are the few and the proud, but nonetheless, it's been a strong contingent that's continued to push this fandom forward. So we're hoping that they continue to do that as the season starts, and hopefully the Rockets can start the season strong. That's what we're hoping for. GM, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. But before we do, GM, I got to talk to you about one thing. I got to talk to you about algorithm. Oof. You want to know what you know about algorithm? Do you know anything about algorithm? What you know about the Malgo?
Know Algo.
What you know about the Malgo?
What we want is from everyone watching this video, comment, like, subscribe, everything, especially the comments.
Comments moves the algo forward.
Yes.
It keeps us
That is
at the front of recommended videos.
There you go.
That's what we need. Put the comment. Put the like. Subscribe. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I want you to tell us, like, what do you think? What are your expectations for this season? I mean, just give it to us. Tell us. I'd love to hear it. We don't always respond to comments, but we love seeing everyone's
Speak for
comments,
yourself.
whether they like it or don't. Honestly,
I see all the comments.
I appreciate it.
I see all the comments, all the good, the bad, the ugly. I see them all. Everything in between, I see it all.
Yeah.
So all comments is good comments. So please, one time, guys, like we said, I'm going to reiterate it again. Comment on this video, like this video, subscribe to our channel. It helps keep the algorithm moving forward, and it keeps us at the forefront of every YouTube page. We'll pop up on more recommended as long as y'all comment, like, continue to subscribe, and continue to watch our channel and our show. So, good ad, by the way. Fantastic. What you know about them algos? What you know about them algos, bro?
Algos. Already know.
Well, it's the algos.
I wasn't ready for that.
Well, it's the algos. Okay, all right. Sorry.
Yikes. I didn't think we'd get a big show.
We'll save that for the wrestling pod. Oh, did I spoil something? No. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on right now. Alperen Sengun extension talk. Look, Houston and Alperen Sengun the iron seems to be getting a little hotter right now.
Yeah.
Jonathan Fagan did come out with an article.
Yep.
So I don't have the whole article pulled up, but we do know that the Rockets have a legitimate chance of reaching an extension agreement with Alperen Sengun before the October 21st deadline. Sengun did say this week that he would like to have a new long-term deal with Houston completed soon, probably thinking before the season starts. Alperen Sengun did expand upon this during his presser on Media Day by saying, "We've been talking. I want to get the contract. They are trying to negotiate with us and vice versa. It's been good. We're going to make it work. Hopefully we make it work." All I got from that is the end of those two sentences were, "It's going to work." Well, hopefully it works. It's kind of like, we got it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we got it. So GM, overall thoughts right now about the possibility of Alperen Sengun re-signing with the Houston Rockets on a long-term deal before the October 21st deadline.
I mean, if Jonathan Fagan reported it, then it's probably nearly done.
Probably.
Jonathan Fagan does not say anything unless he's for sure.
He doesn't.
So this seems like we'd
it's
probably
like Mark Berman.
I feel I feel like this would be announced before opening whenever the deadline is. We'll probably get it in like a week. Maybe we'll get it in a week. I'm not 100% certain, but Alp deserves it. He's performed. He's played very well. And I'm curious to see what kind of extension they do give him. They're probably going to give him the max. Obviously, he's the one that's performed more consistently in terms of being the top performer on this team. Of course, we have two players that are eligible for extensions from rookie contracts, and Alp and Jalen. I know that Jalen is probably going to feel a little, I'm not going to say irked, a little slighted in the sense, correct? And deservedly so. I hope he can take that motivation from that and have himself a good year.
Right.
But I'm hoping that LP can spin that extension and vault himself into all-star level, which is what this team needs. It's not just him, though. We need both guys to really play at all-star level for us to reach the type of heights that we want this team to have. But I'm going to backtrack, at least we're talking about the extension. I do think it's going to happen, frankly. That's just my opinion. Based on what I have heard is that the team has been wanting it. They've been wanting to sign LP to an extension for a while, and just makes sense. Makes complete sense. And if LP is speaking candidly about it during media day,
which means he got the thumbs up to probably discuss it.
It's probably happening.
Yeah. So, because I'm sure they get media trained like beforehand. If there's something that they don't want them to discuss, then it's like, hey, pivot away from that, or just kind of shy away from it. But he was pretty direct.
Maybe he's just kind of just like, he's so honest and he's not going to really blur the lines. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
But I love it. Hey. That's why Alperen Sengun's my guy. That's my center.
Yeah.
That's my starting center for the Houston Rockets. That's my guy. All right. Shouts to all my Turkey followers. Shouts to all the Turkish followers.
Shout out to Turkey.
Shouts to Turkey once again. But yeah, no, this extension, I agree with you 100%. I think the deal happens before the season starts. Like you said, Jonathan Fagan does not say anything. He's of the Mark Berman mold. He will not say anything unless it's either close to done or there's legit fire to the smoke. So it's not it's not a matter of not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So, in my opinion, it's a deserved contract. A guy that was a 16th pick, people tend to forget that he wasn't a top 5 pick. He wasn't even a top 10 pick.
We traded up for that pick.
Traded up to get that pick. We put that investment towards him.
Yep.
Who he wasn't even a high pick anyway, so he had a lot to prove to begin with anyways. It just seems like a marriage that works in terms of getting that extension done.
No,
so
I
that
agree.
makes sense. And he's proven that he is a talented player. Now, can he make the leap into playoff contention? That's a whole nother story. Remains to be seen during the season. But the man clearly has a crap ton of talent. So that is an investment that's worth investing in. So I agree with this extension. I think this extension will be great. And of course, if this extension does go down for the season, we're going to be the ones to bring coverage to you.
We're about to break it down.
Like always.
Yeah.
Like always, I'm going to be like, Justin, we got to get to the studio. Or you're going to text me, hey, we got to get to the studio. All right, cool. We'll be there. We will be there for the coverage, obviously, as it happens in real time. GM, let's get ready to go home here. But, of course, we can't go home unless we play a quick game.
And I don't know if I'm ready to play the game.
And this is completely new.
Okay.
Never done this ever.
All right.
So, brand new.
Shout out to the short form content.
Shout outs to the short form content.
Yeah.
You also watch our short form content as well. Like and subscribe to that. Like, comment, keep us in the algo.
There you go.
That's how we do it. Okay, are you ready?
Are you ready? Sorry,
What?
I couldn't do my best Triple H.
I've been ready.
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Let's get ready to play the game. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. How many people have already stopped watching our show now?
Probably.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Shout out to our wrestling fans. All right, let's go ahead and play this game. Are you ready?
I'm
Short
ready.
form content.
Let's
Shout out
do
to
it.
them one time.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Who said this? Rockets Media Day Edition.
All right.
All right. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a quote that was by a Houston Rocket, and you're going to have to guess who the Rocket is that said this during Rockets Media Day.
I knew this was going to happen, especially when you talked about the article earlier.
Well, you were kind of expecting.
I was kind of ready
you were kind of
for it.
expecting, half expecting me to give the quotes, and I just couldn't give it to you. So.
Yeah, once you said that, I knew where we were headed.
So
but let's go.
Let's get to it one time.
Let's
Okay.
do this.
So, first quote: "It's got to be playoffs for us, not just making it, but advancing."
Jalen. Or
Nope.
Fred.
Who?
Or Fred.
Fred. Yes.
Fred. Okay.
Fred VanVleet. All right, there you
Fred
go.
VanVleet.
You got
All
one right.
Cool. Cool.
I mean, took you 2 guesses, but you got it right. Didn't get it
yeah.
right first try.
Fair.
All right, here we go. Last year, we played with older players, so we got a chance to learn. Who said this?
Jabari.
Nope.
Amen?
Nope.
Jalen.
Nope.
LP?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He really just went down the list. He's like, let me go down this. Let me go down the
honestly,
2024 Rolodex.
I feel like for being like,
let me just see.
for that,
who
I
said
feel
it.
like this is so generic. I wouldn't think that LP would say it, if that makes sense.
Here we go. Well,
Yeah.
this one's actually gonna be fun though.
Okay.
Well, no, but real quick though. But Sengun would say that. Play with older players, get a chance to learn. Yeah. Sengun's very much of the Jericho mold, wanting to learn from the learning tree.
Yikes.
Very much of the mold.
Not a fan of Chris Jericho.
Okay, we'll go to the next one right here, and I'll give you the quote. He's really smart. You don't see that coming out of college. I wasn't that good at 19. Now, tell me the player who said the quote, and
Who's the player he's talking about?
and bonus points for the player he's talking about.
Oh my gosh.
I can say it again if you need me to.
Fred? Talking about Amen or Reed?
Get the combination right, and I'll say yes. But that's wrong.
Fred's talking about Reed.
Nope.
Okay.
He's really smart. You don't see that coming out of college. I wasn't that good at 19.
Well, it's talking about Reed.
I'm not just going to give it to you, dude.
I know.
You're going to have
They
to
had
put
to
the
go to
combo
co- they
right.
had to go
Give
to
me the
college.
combination.
Amen talking about Reed?
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Uh-huh.
He said, I was not that good at 19. Who was in the league at 19?
Jabari? Right?
Yeah? Talking about?
Amen.
No.
Reed.
You literally just had
Reed,
it.
Reed.
Why do you have to be so difficult?
Jabari talking about Reed.
Jabari talking about Reed Shepard. Oh, I wish I had a buzzer.
You
Good, that was good.
buzzard the whole time.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so bonus points, man. I mean, you're a little wobbly,
I
but
don't
you got
think I
there.
got any bonuses, but go on.
All right, here we go. We won't specifically talk about win totals for this year, but the playoffs are the goal.
Ime.
No.
Okay.
Cool. Good guess.
Dylan?
Nope. Dude, Dylan would say that, really? No.
Nah.
Dylan would not say that.
Wait, can we read the quote?
All right, here we go. We won't specifically talk about win totals for this year, but the playoffs are the goal.
LP.
No.
Jalen?
No. It hasn't, I haven't mentioned this person. I haven't, this person wasn't any of the answers. Previous answers.
Amen.
No.
Yeah.
Do you want a hint?
Sure.
He's not currently wearing a Rockets uniform.
The player who said this isn't wearing a Rockets
He's
uniform?
not wearing, I'm not going to, I'm just saying, this person does not wear a Rockets uniform.
Stone.
There it is.
Okay.
It could be anyone, Justin. Remember, you have to think media day. Who talks on media day?
I did guess Ime.
You did guess Ime.
So-
I was like, oh snap, my dude's warm. My dude's
Man.
warm. And then you immediately pivoted to player.
I went totally cold.
All right. Last one, GM. The main goal is the playoffs right now, and that is what the focus is.
Jalen.
There you go. First try. High five. Good job. Good job.
Yikes.
Good stuff,
It took
my
me
guy.
till the end.
It took you till the end to get a first
actually
try.
get one
No
first
hole in
try.
ones. No hole in ones.
Yikes.
Couple of bogeys.
I finished
No
strong.
eagles. No eagles.
That's what matters. I finished
did.
strong.
You had like on
There you
par
go.
on par twos or like par threes in
Yeah.
golf. You would have just absolutely been. You would have mulliganed to everything.
Yikes.
So no, but obviously that was fun. Maybe we can start doing that. Maybe we can start doing some quotes, like guess these quotes, like during post game. Especially if there's like hilarious post game quotes.
Oh gosh, I
We
don't
can
know if
start saying
anyone's
stuff like
gonna
that.
know.
Well, it can do it in real time. So, anyways, GM, once again, it's been
Yeah.
great. This is awesome, fantastic. Rocket season is officially back.
Mm-hmm.
Preseason starting on Monday. We're so freaking back. Thank you once again for everybody for joining us. One time, GM, give the people what they want. One time, give the people what they want. I'm gonna yeet after everything you say.
Yikes. Make sure to follow me on social media at JP_Mirabueno.
Yeet.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Summit SOMPOD.
Yeet.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Summit State of Mind _POD.
Yeet.
Make sure to follow our people, our brothers, our family at Apollo HOU
Yeet.
and at Apollo NBA.
Yeet.
And do not forget to subscribe to at Apollo HOU on YouTube, like, and make sure to comment, not just on our videos, but, we got Off the Gridiron for Texan season. Shout out to Garrett and Noah, Beyond the Diamond, Des and Josh and Brian. Make sure to follow them as well. Pay attention to all of our shows. We got so many great shows.
We do have a lot of great shows. Follow our wrestling content as well. You can follow me on Twitter at Summit Commish. Shout outs. Yeah, you already gave pretty much all the podcast brethren that continue to kill the game. So awesome stuff. Shout outs to our sponsor, Big City Wings, for this episode. Be sure to check them out. 2 for Tuesday, we are going to be hosting our Bad Blood Watch Party for all wrestling fans. Come out to it. I think it's 7620 Katy Freeway on the Big City Wings marquee location this Saturday at 5 p.m. Be sure to pull up if you want to enjoy some wrestling, good times, great food, great vibes all around, and we will have a reaction video put up, especially if a certain final boss returns. So, or if the man that does no yeet comes back, or the other guy that goes, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, there you
my
go.
name is Paul Heyman. But anyways, so once again, shouts to all of them that continue to kill the game. Be sure to check out Big City Wings as well. Once again, we're going to put a bow on top of this episode 228, inching closer to 230.
228.
Oh,
wow.
man, this is crazy. Dude, crazy. We're getting close to 250.
That's wild.
insane, dude.
That's kinda
We
wild.
are, I know math, we are 72 away from 300, dude.
Yeah,
Hopefully by 300 we can get a little something going for y'all.
maybe.
Possibly a little live stream action. But once again, y'all, thank you so much for listening, watching our content, supporting us from day one. We really appreciate y'all. We're going to go ahead and end this episode as I end every episode with a Go Summit, Go Apollo, and Media Day, Training Camp, Sengun Extension. Shit. Rockets basketball is officially back, baby. Go Rockets. GM, do the thing.
Shout out to Jey Uso, new IC champ.
Yeah. It's just me, Oos. Day one. It's just me, Oos. Day one.
I'm in.
Watch wrestling.